white people, because I had a lot of topics to talk about, the black heritage that I come from and stuff like that. And since I've known James, I really didn't know how many brothers and sisters he knew. And I'm very glad that you know how the light skinned brothers are. You can't you don't know where they're from. That's it. Where you from? They're like, oh, I'm from Detroit. I'm like, no, where you from, man? He's like, well, I'm from Grand Rapids. And like, you don't know where to go with it. I was mainly going to talk about, how I kind of get offended when white guys say bro to me. Like, I'm like, oh, hey, what's up, bro? I'm like, hold on, do I know you? Because I'm like, why are you calling me bro for? I'm like, now, my mom passed away 2 years ago. She was calling your name. She was wondering, where's your brother at? I was like, well, I don't know. And I'm like, now you come and approach me like bro? Because I'm like, I don't know. I get real offended when people call me bro, because I think that's like one of the most racist things you could ever say to a black guy is, hey, bro, like, I don't know you, so why are you calling me that? Like I have a brother. You know what his name is? Spencer. You want to know why I call him that? Because that's his name. I don't even call my own brother, which, because I'm like, maybe they do it in their house, like, oh, how you doing, bro? Like you don't know your own brother's name? Or something like that. I really don't get it. But, yeah, it's been a slow week for me, so now I'm going to start talking about politics. Because there's all kinds of politics going on these days. Yeah, that new Henry Kane guy, man.
Talk about it.
Man, oh, I'll talk about it. Don't worry about that. but yeah, but like the thing is, it's like he's in this like sex scandal thing, and like one of the first things I saw his wife. Wow, that's all I gotta say. The wife is like she said the one thing that all the women who have ever been cheated on say about the men that they're with. It's like, well, from what I heard about all the stories, if he actually did all this, he must have had a split personality. I'm like, isn't that what all the women say after they've been cheated on? Like, I would have never expected this from my husband. Like, I didn't think he'd have three 18-year-old girls in a hot tub. And, like, that's exactly what, like, he might be suspect just on the fact of what she said. And then there's other stuff like, I don't know, like there was this long pause that he had, and then I think he was discussing, I don't know, some interview where his party, not party, but his campaign covered up saying, well, he's had long days and stuff like that. He was drinking NyQuil like there was no tomorrow, and I was just like, how can you not, discuss one of the main news events that had just been going around about Libya or something like that? He was just like, he pulled a George Bush. I was like, wow, he might actually be able to be president, because when you're fumbling like that, it's like you either out or you good to go. And I'm like, right now, what's the other guy's name? Newt Gingrich? Yeah, he's probably the top poll winner, but yeah, I see you frowning. I was like, yeah, I don't want him representing me either, because he's a white guy, but I don't know, he could pass with a name like Newt. That's actually his given name. So I'm like, he might have some brother in him. I don't know. But yeah, politics is kind of weird for me. But all right, back to some serious issues here. I'm a broke man in Hollywood, okay? When James emailed me, he's talking about, oh yeah, cover's gonna be $5. I'm like, $5? That's like 50 ramen. I can't come to this thing and perform. That's a lot of ramen, dog. I could been living for like a month on that ramen, Man, $5 for ramen. And then I was like, well, then he's gonna make y'all pay for it. So I was like, that was cool, I can perform for free. But I've been like when I moved out here from Texas, there's this wonderful invention that I've never heard of before. The 99-cent store. If I'd known about the 99-cent store before I moved out here, I would have tried to get my mom to come out to California so I could have been raised out here. This has been like the lifesaver of my dreams. And the thing is, like I try to get the name brand stuff, but a lot of times you get the not so name brand stuff. Like I saw this one thing. It was like Kellogg's special edition Anita Baker Frosted Flakes. Like, wait a second, Anita Baker still making money somewhere? And like the tagline was like, what? A bowl of Frosted Flakes is great from beginning to end, 365 days of the year. I was like, you get your money, Anita Baker. Then I'm like, wow. And then I saw another one. It was Lionel Richie pancake mix. It's easy like Sunday morning. I'm like, really? James, like, you know, he really surprised me because he's being light skinned and all. I didn't even know light skinned brothers knew how to cook. Because I was like, you know, if you really knew how to cook, you get some meat on your bones. You might get some darker skin tone, something like that. But, you know, the light skinned people, man, you guys are a trip, you know. But another thing I'd like to talk about is, wait for it, clubs in LA. Man, you might want to hold your ears to this one because this might get a little dirty here. Well, yeah, it's like the weird thing is, like, every time I go to a club now, I seem to attract a lot of white girls. I don't know what it is about me, but like they see the hair, they're like, oh, he's mandingo. I'm like, no, I'm not really trying to, you know, go to jail and stuff like that. Because I've seen the movies. If a black guy gets involved with a white chick, unless he's all lawyered up, he might go to jail for some crazy stuff. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm too pretty to go to jail, so if we do go out, I'm gonna have to kill you at the end of the night so nobody knows we ever met. Yes. I mean, I've never really killed a white girl before, but I think I could get away with it. I've devised some plans, you know. First, I gotta steal her credit score first, just so I can, you know, get a car. Oh, you thought about it? Oh, okay. See, yeah. So I ain't the only one, you see. I got some devious thoughts in my mind. But yes, I'm here as a voice for the ambassador. I'd say for the black heritage, but also maybe, you know, a little bit of divine intervention there. Yes, like my whole family, we all have like biblical names. Like I got a cousin named Sarah, Christopher, Christina. I don't know why they gave me the one name nobody can pronounce right, like Ishmael. Like I was in school and like the teacher's reading the roll. I'm like, okay, I know he's gonna mess up my name. I'm just gonna sit there and take it. And he said Isaiah. I was like, Isaiah? Is there another black guy in this room? Because I know Ishmael can be hard to pronounce, but how do you get Isaiah out of Ishmael? Like you took the L out, put an H in a different spot. I don't know how he just couldn't find the M. I don't get how my whole name just got shortened and then disappeared. And I was like, present. I hope you're not, you know, staying here as a full-time teacher, because yeah, we're gonna have some words later and stuff like that. Of course, he was not a brother. That's all I gotta say. If you're gonna have a kid, make sure they go to a black school, so you know how black people survive. But yeah, I've been out here for about 6 years from Texas, and I just want to say, this whole homeless thing really freaked me out when I first got here. Like I'm from Dallas, Texas. That's a pretty populated area. I've never seen as many homeless people as I did within 5 minutes of getting off the plane. I was like, are you kidding me? Like this area, like there's people who have jobs of what? Like walking dogs. Like they pay you to walk dogs. They pay you to do all this stuff, and you just want to sit there and lounge and just not contribute to society. Like what mentality is this? Like they got some people, they like have their business in their own home. Like, oh, I have a store. Like, really? Where's the store? Just show me a screen on your computer. It's right there. I'm like, Yeah, damn. Are you serious? And then, you know, you got just the homeless people walking around. I mean, some of them are crazy. Like when I first walked up here, I was like, I saw this guy just waving his hands, walking around. I was like, hey, what's up, James? And I was like, oh, it wasn't James. It was just some crazy homeless guy. I was like, because I thought he was one of the performers. Because I was like, I'm walking up, I'm like, okay, I'm getting closer. He didn't have a Bluetooth in his ear, so I knew something was wrong with him. And I was like, I don't know if I had to go across the street. Yeah, I watch a lot of movies. Trying to be an actor. Oh yeah, that's a nice segue. Talk about crazy people, then talk about the acting industry. So, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm watching a lot of movies nowadays, and I'm noticing something. It seems like all the movies before the 80s, before I was born, just really had like no dialogue at any time. There's like these long stretches of just music and movement, and I'm like, okay, what part of the story is this adding to? I guess all The Graduate. I'm like, I thought it was a Wild West film, because I'm like, there's like a lot of open scenery and mountains, and I'm just like, this guy just slept with the girl's mother, and all he can think about is the mountains. I really didn't get that. But yeah, I seen The Graduate. I wouldn't recommend it, but you know, it was before my time. Wait, would you recommend it? Okay, but yeah, I'm like, you know, really? And were you confused?
In those days, it was a good movie.
Yes, I know. In those days, it was a good movie, but this is, you know, this is the wham bam, you know, future, you know, stuff like, you know, like music video, everything music video, fast, download, buffering, and then, you know, then download again. So I'm just like, but the pace of that movie just tripped me out. I was like, should I be high right now, or what am I not getting about this film? But I did see a young Dustin Hoffman, which I was surprised to say. He was old back then. I'm sorry. I'm like, you're a 40-year-old graduate student. Like, huh? How do you not know what you wanted to do in life? Like, oh yeah, I graduated sigma cum laude, but I don't know what I want to do when I get out of college. I'm like, that's why you went into a mental hospital, if you didn't know what you wanted to do. But yeah, I tried college, and you know, it ain't for everybody, I'll say that. I did 2 years, felt like I was in the Army, man. I had two tours of duty, and I didn't learn nothing that I couldn't have learned sitting on my butt at home, man. But of course, I went to like the community college, so yeah, the education wasn't that great. I mean, I had my mom teaching me stuff like that. She's like, hey, just download this thing off of University of Phoenix. You know, I got an associate's degree, you know, it's good stuff. But, you know, and then I got a job at okay, I'm not even saying jokes right now, so people are laughing. I don't get what that is. Oh, you got that stretching. Okay, I thought he was about to do a big clap, and I was like, oh, he's got. Oh no, he wasn't clapping for me. But yeah, you know, I'm telling you, LA, wild. Anybody actually from LA here? One person, two people. Well, no, you got your hand up twice. That ain't fair. He's cheating. Did you go to LA school district there? Because how you know when you vote? Do you vote twice and stuff? No. But yeah, it's just like the people here from LA, they aren't the problem. It's the people like me who come to LA from other places and try to tell you how it's supposed to be. Like how I saw it in the movies. Like, this is what's supposed to go down. People hold their guns like this in the movies. They don't do this in real life. How can you get an accurate shot holding your gun at an angle like this? That's why the good guy always wins. Because you got bam. Like, he just fired 80 shots. He didn't wing him, ricochet, nothing. I'm like, man, ain't you got a scratch on him? Come on, Bruce Willis. Yeah, see, Bruce Willis, he's like one of the best action heroes of all time. Underrated, but still one of the best action heroes of all time. And on that note, buffering. All right, folks. I think I've bored you enough for the evening. I'm going to leave this to my great host there. Give it up for James Turner, light-skinned brother from another mother.